I'm suggesting, and at some point I'll sit down, I'll put pen to paper, and I'm going to write the Hamite Emancipation Proclamation. And I preface it by saying Hamite, and by that I mean I'm going to write a proclamation that will represent the Hamite people far and wide here in America, indicating that we finally want to set the white man free from slavery. That is to say, we blame him. Everything goes back to slavery. It's all about slavery. It's all about critical race theory. We need to set the white man free. We need to emancipate him. They set us free. Now we need to set them free. Stop beating them up every day about slavery. So I'm going to write that emancipation. When I get the opportunity to do it, I'll have time to bring it to this meeting tonight. But we're going to emancipate both Japheth and Shem. And never again will we talk a mumbling a word about how awful slavery was. But not just that, the Hamites are also going to emancipate God, because God's the one that put us in slavery. You go back to Genesis, the curse of Noah. We have to emancipate God. We have to set God free. We have to release God. Black people got God in chains. And won't let him speak. Won't let him speak. Won't let his preacher Noah speak. Slavery. White man done us wrong. No, we need to emancipate God, the Jew, and the Gentile. And the thing I find unbelievably, there's some things. Is it Job 39, verse 17, where Job says that the ostrich lays an egg, and the crazy ostrich then buries the egg in the sand and gets up. All other fowls sit on their eggs till they hatch. The ostrich gets up and walks away, not thinking that a man may come and crush the egg. And God says that the ostrich, that God has not imparted to the ostrich understanding and wisdom. So, he just don't think. You don't think about, you need to protect your children. You sit on your egg, man, what's wrong with you? But God says, let me read it, let me find it. Elizabeth, I heard you read, did you see it? Where is it at? Verse 17 of Job 39. Well, let's start at verse 12. Verse 13. Job 39. Gavest thou the goodly wings unto the peacocks, or wings and feathers unto the ostrich, which leaveth her eggs in the earth, and warmeth them in dust, and forgetteth that the foot may crush them, or that the wild beast may break them. The ostrich, she is hardened against her young ones, as though they were not hers. Sound like black people to me. Her labor is in vain, without fear. And check this out. This is what God says. Because God, or Job says, because God have deprived her of wisdom, neither hath he imparted to her understanding. And that's what's wrong with Hamite people. You say, I'm a racist. You can say, I hate my brother. You can say all that. I ain't for the black man. I'm trying to beat him down. But God has not imparted wisdom to that man. That black man, he don't have it. God has not, the Bible says God did not impart wisdom to the ostrich, and he does all these crazy things. Not realizing you can't leave your children like that, man. Now, I've been saying this cognitive problem has been going on for some time. I've been around black folk all my life, and I'm telling you that they are devoid of wisdom and understanding. They're good at sex and sports, but after that, they don't have understanding about the world. They don't. Now, I don't say that because I hate him. God knows I love him. I've laid down my life for him. I've given up millions that I might serve him. No, I love him, but I ain't gonna lie to him. And I'm gonna tell him what his problem is. He doesn't have understanding. So here's what happens. Check this out. The black man, or Black Lives Matter, or whoever, or civil rights, or Martin King, or whoever, they expect Japheth, white people, to do by us that we don't do by ourselves. What do you mean by that? They expect them to stop shooting us, yet we don't stop shooting ourselves. And when we shoot ourselves, nobody says anything. Everybody goes home, have a bologna sandwich. Nobody says anything when we shoot each other. But if the white man, Lord have mercy, we got to call Al the Buzzard Sharpton and Ben the Undertaker Crump. We can't have these police shooting our black boys, but our black boys shoot each other every day. 10 or more die in Chicago tonight, if not more. Ain't nobody gonna say nothing. Al the Buzzard ain't going, and Ben the Undertaker Crump ain't going out there. We expect, you talking about lack of understanding, that man, his mind, his brain, he doesn't understand. He wants somebody to do for him what he won't do for himself. If you want the white man to stop shooting us, let's stop shooting each other first to set the example. And then they exalt people like Al the Buzzard Sharpton and Ben Undertaker Crump as great leaders. They're great leaders. They go after that white man when they shoot one of us. And 94% of the killings happen because we kill each other. Just think what my life would be like if I decided to embrace Black Lives Matter, or embrace Obama, or embrace blackness and defend people like Andrew Brown or Michael Brown or Trayvon Martin. Or if I embraced LGBTQ and said, man, and myself perform marriages. Imagine the wealth that I would have. Imagine how often you see me on the news and, and all the people of the community would be worshiping and saying what a great preacher and great pastor I am. You do know that would happen, right? I want you to consider that I will not and never under any circumstance nor the threat of death ever go anywhere near thinking about doing anything as satanic as that. But what I do want to ask you to do is to consider my righteousness. I'm the Lord's servant, and you might want to help me. You might want to say, well, listen, especially if you're at retirement age and your life is settled and your income's, you're pretty much settled for the rest of your days, but you have excess, so you have what you can give, or you can make this ministry. You can further this word to reach the 50,000 righteous men through your giving. Maybe you have stocks, or you have bonds, or you have properties, houses, or land, or jewelry that you can just give to the ministry, cars, automobiles, paintings. I'm just going to give them to that ministry. If Jesus is coming back to Harlem, to 123rd Street, then I want to give my possessions to prepare a place for him. Jesus said he's going to prepare a place for us, but I'm going to give my possessions, my paintings, my gold, my jewelry, my stocks, my land, my property, my houses to prepare a place for him when he comes back, that the land would truly be holy ground for James David Manning and his servant. Thank you for doing that. You'll know how to give. The Lord will show you how, but start doing it immediately. Time is of the essence.
see